Welcome back to the channel. If you are a Laravel developer, this video is for you. Today, we are going to talk about Laravel 13, which is released recently on March 3rd week, 2026. In this video, I will explain you the main updates in simple way, including new features, improvements, and removed items with the clear examples. The best part, Laravel 13 has no breaking changes. It is one of the easiest major Laravel upgrades, and many apps can be upgraded very quickly. But there is still many exciting updates like AI features, especially Passkey Authentication, WebSocket improvements, and PHP Attributes. Let's get started. Now the agenda. What we will cover in this video. What we will cover today. This video has 10 main sections. If you can see, PHP attributes, release overview, cache queue updates, JSON API resources, Laravel AI SDK especially, right? That is the powerful feature of Laravel 13. That is nothing but AI SDK. I hope in future releases also, in every Laravel new version release, definitely they will integrate AI and AI related integrations, I'm sure. Because everyday AI today in the market, right? Like you can see other features also, fast authentication and what removed, what is deprecated, right? Let us talk about this. So let's have a overview of the release. So Laravel 13 was released on March 17, 2026. PHP 8.3, that is a minimum requirement. There is no breaking changes. Bug fixes support is available until Q3 2027, as well as security fixes support is available up to Q1 2028. Maybe around 2 years is there. Now, let's talk about the big feature that is nothing but native PHP attributes. This is also called hash bracket syntax. If you don't know, don't worry. I will create separate video on what is a hash bracket syntax, how that is work. So this hash bracket syntax is introduced in PHP 8 version, but Laravel did not use them much before. Now Laravel 13 uses them in a much better way. So what is the syntax will do? But just if you can observe, before Laravel 12, after Laravel 13, can you see in Laravel 12, we have a model. In that model, we are defining the properties like table, primary key, key type, increment, fillable, cache, hidden, and a lot of things we can define. But they're all inside the class. But if you can see Laravel 13, what is there? Much of the configuration can be written using PHP attributes just above the class. All these properties are going to become into a configuration, which are going to be defined inside hash bracket syntax. This keeps the class very clean and makes you main logic very easier. So what we will do, any logic you want, right? You can write that in the class. And we don't want to write those properties inside the class. The best part is, one thing remember, this feature is optional. Old code will work still without any changes. But my suggestion, we are using Laravel 13. So let us go with Laravel 13. So we don't know what is going to be happening in future. So, but as of now, both are compatible. If it is a Laravel 13 version, you can use the elegant model, how you defined previously, or now you can use the same Laravel 13 way. That is nothing but hash bracket syntax. Where exactly we can use this hash bracket syntax? The PHP attributes not only for elegant models, and they are available many places. Some common examples, if we can see, we've seen elegant models for defining the tables, primary keys, fillable, cache, and all for defining, we can use the elegant models. Not only this, for working with artisan commands also, in artisan commands where we can define the signature and description, and jobs, some job clauses are there to set the queue connections, queue name, and retry attempts. We have event listeners, define which event listener should handles. So we can all define notifications, mailables, broadcast events, all of the configuration, all of these related configurations we can keep into this hash bracket syntax. These are the some common places. Definitely, I'm sure in upcoming sessions, we will discuss about this. And one more thing, these all attributes are 100% optional. Now, the next one, Laravel AI SDK. The Laravel AI SDK was in beta before, but from this latest release, it is stable and ready to use for production. It is an official Laravel package that gives you a simple and common way to work with the AI providers like OpenAI, Anthropic, and Gemini, and other AI providers. So we can work with them very easily without using any third-party package. This Laravel AI SDK package is provided by the Laravel itself. We don't want to go for any third party. So as of now, we can see some of the powerful features: text generation with AI agents, image generation, audio and text to speech, and embeddings and vector search. All how we are doing. So with the help of prompts, we are generating all these things, right? Definitely, these features are going to be available in Laravel also with this package. If you want to implement AI-powered search functionalities in your website, definitely this package will make a blow. I'm sure in future also, any new releases coming from Laravel, definitely they will come with new integrations for AI. I'm sure. Every release, now we are in 13, maybe 14, 15, 16. Every new release, definitely they will come with a new AI integration. So if you can see Reverb database driver, this is a very useful update in Laravel 13 about this Reverb database driver. Laravel Reverb is a Laravel's official WebSocket server. Earlier, if you wanted to run Reverb on multiple servers, you need Redis database for this to messages between the multiple servers, to communicate between the multiple servers. Now, Laravel 13 adds a new database driver for Reverb. This means you can use MySQL or PostgreSQL instead of Redis. So we don't want to do anything. Just you see before Redis, after Redis. So there is a scaling inside. We have driver property there. You set Redis. Now you can see in the after Laravel 13 database driver, if you can see the section, driver is database. What is the database you are working with? The database, it will connect automatically. So we don't want to do anything. You only need to change one config value from the Redis to database. That's all. Which one you are using by default, it will continue with that. So we don't want to work hard here. So for this, especially for the Reverb database, this is a very nice fix coming from the Laravel. So this is why this is helpful means no need to install Redis in smaller projects, easier to set up and manage. You can use your existing database. No need to go for any other. Good enough for many Laravel applications. For very large jobs, still Redis is faster. But for most projects, the new database driver is great option. Let's talk about the next feature. That is nothing but a Passkey authentication. Laravel 13 is now support Passkey authentication directly in starter kits and 45. Earlier, we have to take some third-party libraries help to do this, but now we don't want to go for any third party. So it is available inside Laravel itself directly. What are the passkeys? Let me explain you. Passkeys are a modern replacement of passwords. Generally, we will type the passwords. Instead of typing passwords, user can log in using Face ID, Fingerprint, Windows Hello, hardware security keys also. Definitely, this is going to be more useful. Why this is more useful? Biometric login works out of the box. Hardware keys are also supported. No extra packages are required. That is very important. Passkeys use public key security. The public key is stored on server, but the private key stays safely on user's device. This makes login more secure and protects it against the phishing techniques and everything, whatever it is. One of the powerful mechanism that is Passkey authentication. You believe me or not, recently I have implemented Passkey authentication for iPhone. In one of my projects. So the people are asking these features. That's why these people also introduced this authentication. The next new feature is cache and queue enhancements. What is this? Laravel 13 introduced, there is a method called cache touch. It lets you to extend the cache expiry time without reloading or changing the cache data. See the powerful feature. But earlier, what is happening? If you wanted to keep cache data alive, you had to reload and save it again or let it expire. Now, you can simply update the TTL for the same cache key. This is useful for active users, session like caching, and keeping frequently used data fresh. The next feature, JSON API resources and security. What exactly this is? Simply says Laravel 13 has a built-in JSON API resource support. We don't want to go for any third party again. It automatically handles the correct formatting, field selection, relationships, and headers and everything. No need for extra packages or manual setup to work with this JSON API in future, in Laravel 13 especially. CSR of production is improved, provided a middleware to improve the CSR of protection. The middleware name is Prevent Request Forgery. We can check this also. It checks both the token and the request origin for better security. Next one, themes, bug fixes, and other additions. Laravel 13 brings back the themes feature. It is back with a better structure. This helps you to build apps with multiple themes, user management, roles and permissions, and theme switching. This is a very useful SaaS application. Laravel 13 fixes an important MySQL issue. Before, if you use delete with join, the order by and limit options are ignored. Because of this, Laravel could delete all matching records instead of only the required few. Now this problem is fixed. Still, after upgrading, test your delete queries carefully. str factory reset test. This is also an issue and it is also fixed in Laravel 13. Before, if one test changed the str factory behavior, that change could affect other tests also and create confusing errors. Now Laravel reset it automatically after each test. Next, one more thing, semantic vector search. In Laravel 13, adds where vector similar to method to the query builder. This allows semantic search with PostgreSQL and PJ vector. It is useful for AI features like embedding based search. Next one, the verification email improvements. Laravel 13 also improves the subject lines of verification emails and password reset emails. They now follow modern email capitalization style. It is a small change, but it makes Laravel looks more polished, really. Now let us talk about what was dropped in Laravel. I mean, what is removed, right? What are the breaking changes? And let us see. PHP 8 is removed for the support. Definitely you have to go 8.3 or higher. Verify CSRF token has been replaced with the prevent request forgery. Laravel 13 makes small changes to how some cached data is stored. But most apps will not notice this. But if you cache a complex object, test carefully. Cache session naming defaults and name arguments stability removed. Now, the next one is going to be upgrading to Laravel 13. So most of the Laravel apps now 12. So how we can upgrade this? First, make sure your project is using 8.3 version or higher. So find the PHP version by using PHP-V. You will get the latest version. As well as update the Composer JSON. So in that Composer JSON, we have version with cap symbol 12.0. Just change this to cap 13.0 and run Composer update. Just if you can run Composer update Laravel framework, it will take the latest version of the Laravel. Also, review the custom CSR of middleware if it is added in it. So test on staging. Definitely you have to test the application and use Laravel Shift. That is optional actually. For bigger projects, you can use Laravel Shift. It helps you to automate the upgrade and creates a pull request with suggested changes actually. That's the best option. Okay. The key takeaways. There is no breaking changes. 8.3 is required. PHP attributes, that is a new feature implemented. Now the support is available, implemented in Laravel 13. Laravel AI SDK, one of the powerful new feature is also added. And Passkey Authentication. Reverb can now use MySQL or PostgreSQL instead of Redis. Laravel 13 brings many useful improvements and makes development even better. Yeah, this is all about Laravel 13 updates. You can also check the official Laravel 13 docs and upgrade guide. Let me know in the comment section, which Laravel 13 feature do you like the most? Yeah, if this video is helped you, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you.